In the mists of time, a tank appeared on the battlefield, an average tank, that was rumored to be able to change the course of the war. Today we reveal the story of the Soviet T-34 tank, the tank that defeated Nazism and turned the tide of the war, reveals its secrets and dives into the battles where it was fought. The T-34 is more than just a tank, it's a legend. In this video, we'll uncover its remarkable story, from its development and design to its impact on the battlefield. Buckle up for an exciting journey through history as we unravel the incredible story of the Soviet T-34 tank. But before we dive in, let's go back to where it all began: the development and design of the T-34. The T-34 is more than just a tank, it's a legend. In this video, we'll uncover its remarkable story, from its development and design to its impact on the battlefield. With the threat of war looming on the horizon, Soviet factories worked tirelessly to construct this new armored beast. The engineers faced a daunting challenge to create a tank that was not only formidable but also easy to produce in large quantities. T-34s had a revolutionary sloped armor. The cleverly angled armor not only increased protection, but also allowed for simpler manufacturing techniques. This design innovation gave the T-34 a significant advantage on the battlefield, as it could withstand enemy fire more effectively. The T-34 prototypes underwent rigorous testing and refinement. The engineers learned from each iteration, continuously improving the tank's performance. When production began in 1940, the T-34 rolled off assembly lines at an impressive rate, becoming a symbol of Soviet industrial might. As the world descended into war, the T-34 faced its baptism of fire during the early stages of Operation Barbarossa. The tank's speed, maneuverability, and firepower took the German invaders by surprise, earning the respect of both its crews and adversaries. The T-34 became the backbone of the Soviet armored forces, turning the tide of the war on the Eastern Front. By the war's end, thousands of T-34 tanks had been produced, making it one of the most widely used tanks in history. By the war's end, thousands of T-34 tanks had been produced, making it one of the most widely used tanks in history. T-34 was very good guessing of its time, but his combat performance was story on its own. In Eastern Front, the T-34 proved its mettle in diverse and challenging terrains. One of the T-34's most remarkable qualities was its adaptability. It excelled in winter warfare, thanks to its wide tracks that provided better traction in snow and mud. The tank's maneuverability and sloped armor were invaluable in urban combat situations, allowing it to navigate narrow streets and take cover effectively. The T-34's 76mm gun was a formidable weapon, capable of penetrating enemy armor at impressive distances. During large-scale armored offensives, the T-34's production capabilities allowed it to be fielded in significant numbers, overwhelming enemy forces. Moreover, the T-34's success was often attributed to its effective coordination with infantry and artillery, showcasing the importance of combined arms operations. Even after World War II, the T-34 continued to serve in various post-war conflicts, proving its enduring legacy. For example, lots of Eastern Bloc countries used newer T-34-85 variant in early Cold War. In the crucible of World War II, the Soviet T-34 tank emerged as a formidable force on the battlefields, rewriting the rules of armored warfare. With its innovative design, the T-34 exhibited unmatched behavior in combat, proving itself as a game-changer in pivotal battles. Early variants of T-34 have taken part in early phases of Operation Barbarossa, where they made their reputation of mighty tank. German Panzer III and early Panzer IV variants had problem penetrating T-30 for strong armor, but later in war German-made Tiger and Panther tanks, which made T-34 obsolete during war. Soviets have made big effort to modernize T-34 tank, resulting in T-34-85 and several tank destroyers like Su-122. T-34 have taken part in a lot of battles. For example, Battle of Kursk, where T-34 would be rolled out to battlefield straight from factory. Battle for Moscow, where T-34 provided support for infantry. In snow-covered ground, almost in every battle. That Soviets in World War II fought T-34 was their #1 companion. T-34 was used a lot after World War II by many Soviet-friendly and allies. T-34 remained at service within Soviet Army until 1960s. Replacement of this legendary tank was T-54. In Korean War, China used their copy of T-34 called Type 58. Even today, North Korea uses T-34 and Type 58. In Vietnam War, T-34 was also used. It took part in later phases of North Vietnam offensive. Now we will take a look some variants of T-34. The early T-34 variants, like the T-34 Model 1940 and Model 1941, boasted the same hallmark sloped armor and 76mm gun, which earned them their reputation. Then, in 1944, a significant upgrade took place, the introduction of the T-34-85, featuring a larger turret and an 85mm main gun, boosting its firepower to new levels. But the ingenuity didn't stop there. Engineers crafted specialized variants such as flamethrower-equipped tanks, recovery vehicles, and even bridge layers. The T-34's design influence can even be seen in modern tanks, a testament to its impact on armored warfare. T-34 influenced mainly designs of later Soviet tanks like T-54, but Chinese copies were influenced too. We have explored T-34 origins and combat performance. Now we can take a look at his legacy. After the war, surplus T-34s found new homes in various conflicts around the world, continuing to serve on foreign soil. Many countries acquired T-34s through various means, appreciating the tank's ruggedness and reliability. The T-34's iconic design has also made it a symbol of military might. Featured in countless military parades and commemorative events, the T-34's iconic design has also made it a symbol of military might. Featured in countless military parades and commemorative events, every year we can see T-34 in military parade in Moscow, preserve T-34 tanks in museums, attract visitors from around the globe, offering a first-hand look at this legendary machine. In some places, T-34 tanks were repurposed as monuments, serving as reminders of their historical significance and the sacrifices made during the war. As the years passed, the T-34 gradually faded from active service, replaced by newer and more advanced tanks, mainly with Soviet-made T-55, later T-64 and T-72, which are tanks used today. Mainly in Europe, we can find lots of memorials with this tank. Today, 11 countries still uses T-34. But with more tank to come with today, likely T-34 will fade out from service. We've explored its enduring legacy, seeing how it inspired generations and how its memory lives on in museums, memorials, and the hearts of those who remember its courageous crews. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, as we celebrated the ingenuity and bravery of those who built, maintained, and fought in the T-34. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow history enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. We'd love to hear your thoughts and any suggestions for future videos in the comments below. Until next time, remember to cherish the lessons from history, honor the heroes who fought for their nations, and never forget the legacy of the legendary T-34 tank.